It's your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. It's Judas Priest with Rapid Fire, and just before that we heard Cowboys from Hell from the CD of the same name from Pantera. And speaking of Cowboys from Hell, I want to welcome my good friend Chris-Akin.
Hi, kids. How we doing?
Welcome, Cowboy.
I'm here. I'm ready to rock.
Yeah, you took a nap today, I heard.
I took a nap. I feel good. I'm like the old man that I am. I laid down to take a nap because I was going to be up late with the kids.
Well, that's what happens. I enjoy my weekend, especially Saturday, because I get to sleep in and, just not worry about a damn thing. So
glad you get to sleep in. I slept until 5 a.m.
Why were you up so early?
Had work to do, man. I knew I was going to be putzing around with the CMS tonight, so that was 6 hours I had to make up for.
I gotcha.
Gotta cover all the hours, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we are back live and well. I think we're live and well. You're live and well. I'm live and well, I believe.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Just ate a big old thing full of shrimp fried rice, so I'll probably get to sleep in like a half hour.
Excellent.
No, I'm good, man. I'm real pumped up tonight.
Well, we got a good show. We always say that, but we got a good show tonight. I've invited Mr. Eric Braverman to be a part of the show tonight.
Is he still mad at me?
I don't know. You can ask him yourself.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him since that day. Of course, maybe that's a cryptic message that I should have understood.
Right.
I don't know.
Well, you can ask Eric if he's still mad at you.
All right, I will.
And then we've got the return of Rex Brown, who was on the show back in the summertime, and he didn't have a whole lot to say.
Nope, he didn't.
I wonder if he'll have anything to say tonight.
Well, we'll see. I'm going to have to do this one, aren't I?
Yeah. I did the last one.
Yeah, so it's my turn?
He had nothing to say.
So it's my job to get him to say something? Is that what you're saying?
Say something.
Hey, bitch, say something. Get
Right.
some words out.
Right. And then we're going to be visited by guitarist Joe Stump.
What a name. Why didn't you change that?
I guess. Unless, of course, he was, maybe he had an industrial accident and he's missing a hand or something.
I just hope a chick didn't give him that name.
Joe Stump.
Joe Stump.
And what is Joe Stump promoting?
He's got some record out there. I don't know. Let's just say sometimes publicists ask us to do little things for big things.
Well, is it a solo record or is it?
Yeah, he's got a solo record coming out or is out, and one of these instrumental noodler records. But yeah, that's what Joe's promoting.
Okay, so it's just Joe Stump.
Joe Stump.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. So we've got 3 guests that we're aware of, and then, of course, the normal frivolity that ensues.
What does that mean from Demon in the chat room? Maybe he has a beer bottle dick. What does that mean?
Well, maybe he's got like it's not it doesn't have a head. Maybe it's just a stump.
Maybe. I never heard a cock referred to as a beer bottle dick.
Who knows?
That's an interesting one.
Maybe that's, I don't know. I can't tell you.
Yeah, I don't know that one either. That's new to me.
Right.
Apparently, I don't have a beer bottle dick. No one's ever told me I do.
Chris says, obviously, Rex, can you put a lip lock on the snotty end of my love muscle?
No. I'm not supposed to say anything bad about Rex.
Why would you say anything bad about Rex? I mean, has he done anything to you or...
I just kind of don't like him.
Yeah, I know.
I'm man up and deal with it, but not a fan.
Which is why I had to do the interview for his book last time.
Yeah, because I didn't want to do it.
Right.
But this time I'll man up and do it, I guess.
Sure, absolutely. All right, well, that's what's going on the show tonight as far as guests are concerned.
Sure.
I didn't know how you want to maybe preface it at all, but you were in conversations with somebody that
We reviewed.
Yeah, we reviewed a show a few weeks ago, and you've been in conversation with them.
With not only that person, but several other people in that person's camp.
Okay.
So I did have some back and forth, we'll say, and we'll bring all of that to the table, and I think you'll be surprised at what happened.
Okay, I'm really looking forward to it because I know what it is you're talking about, but I don't know any details at all.
No, I didn't share with you purposely, other than I had contact with this person.
Okay.
And and let's just say it went on for about 3 days.
Right. Also, you and I are very pumped about the new Benedictum release, and I saw that you rated it on the Pitch Riff site over there.
I did. I gave it I don't remember what I rated it, but I gave it a good
I think you gave it 92 out of 100.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's a big one.
It's a good record, man. I love it.
Yep, but and we're going to prove tonight that even though people are friends of ours, and we don't necessarily like everything that they do.
Okay,
we're going to review the electronic press kit that is out there to promote the new Benedictum record.
Yeah, that didn't quite come out as well as the album.
So we're going to review that a little bit, and
it didn't work out so well for Veronica and the crew.
Right. Which she's in Texas for something. I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know. Should we call her when we're reviewing it?
We should.
We should, but she might. You know what? If we do, she might get crushed and never call us again.
I don't think that's the case.
I don't know.
I don't think that's the case.
I don't know. I think you're rolling the dice a little once too many times if you do that.
Who knows? Well, anyway, we're just going to prove that regardless of the friendship there, we will call a spade a spade.
Yeah, and this is definitely a spade.
Right.
Like a shovel full of shit.
Right.
Oof.
So we'll talk a little bit about that and let you be the judge.
Yeah, because maybe we're wrong.
Yeah, we could be wrong.
We could be wrong. Maybe it's really great and we're just not getting it.
I guess that could be the case as well.
Somehow I'm doubting it, but I'm trying to be devil's advocate.
Right. Well, we'll let the fans decide.
Okay.
And if we've got time with everything else, I would like to get to Big Tongue Guy with Doro.
Okay. Did you listen to it at all?
I did not.
I did not either.
It's got to be stellar, though.
It does.
So I would be very interested in hearing that.
So you've got hard German accent and hard tongue accent.
Right.
That should be really good.
Sure.
That's got to be compelling listening for the radio listener.
I think it is.
Probably.
Well, and I know that we are fans of the Spreaker.
Yes.
We're closing in on 164,000 downloads.
Holy shit.
Over at Spreaker alone, and we're up to over 2,126 followers now.
Oh, look at us go.
But I'm not really sure what caused us to get so many followers just in the last 3 weeks. We went from having 800 followers 3 weeks ago to over 2,000 now.
Wow.
It's weird.
The only thing I can think of, and me and you have talked about it, is that we're in the top 10 now on all shows.
Yeah, that's true.
Number 8 or 7 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And, maybe more people are seeing it. I don't know. You and I have gone back and forth with this fucking Spreaker. That's the one thing I think we both can universally agree we don't like, is that the numbers don't make any kind of sense.
Not at all.
You look at the number of downloads you have, you look at the number of friends you have, and you look at the rating, and it makes no kind of sense.
Right.
It really doesn't.
Well, there's a show that's at the top of the entertainment list over there.
Okay.
It's called The Man-Child Show.
All right.
And I thought, okay, why is this at the top of the list? They only have 19 tracks, 110,000 plays, and 39 followers, but they're at number 1 all the time.
Yeah. Maybe that's the owners of the company.
I don't know. So I thought, okay, I'm going to give it a listen.
Okay.
I gave it a listen, and I'm going, I don't get it.
Is it that trance shit or that
Well,
dance stuff?
it's like sketch comedy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're trying to reinvent the 1930s radio format where they do like a sketch comedy theater of the mind type thing.
Yeah.
And you got to imagine it. If you think back all right, kids, it's time for Superman. Last time we saw Superman, he was saving,
Oh my God. Really?
Blah, blah, blah. And then there's like 5 people involved, and they try to come up with all this witty banter and stuff.
Okay.
But it's clearly scripted because there's a lot of bad reads. So I'm not really sure why that would be as popular or on the top of the popular list.
Why has that not been brought to the show?
Well, I just listened to it yesterday for the first time. So I just thought, okay, I'm going to listen to this and see if I can figure out what's going on here.
Right.
Not so good.
That's funny.
Yeah. So it's
T-Babe just made my night, by the way.
Why is that?
By saying it's cool that we made a Tumblr page.
Did we?
Well, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. You know me. I make every page that's out there, trying to grab every last stupid fan I can get. And Lord knows, I was like, oh, look at that, somebody. So now we must have at least one follower on Tumblr. Tumblr.
Why is it called Tumblr? What is the significance of that, or do you even know?
I have no clue. I don't even know why people like Tumblr. I mean, I do know why bands like it, because it's sort of like MySpace used to be, where you can literally convert it into a website for free.
Okay.
So a lot of bands use Tumblr, and I've built at least 10 Tumblr websites for bands that end up using them as their real website. But I don't know. I don't get, for as much as I'm active on Facebook, I pretty much am not really super active on social media in general.
Right.
I mean, I do Facebook and I fuck around with Twitter a little bit, but that's it. And I know you don't do any of it. I mean, you use a Facebook account solely to read other shit.
Yeah, that's it. I just read it. I just want to see what's going on. But as far as me personally getting involved with that, no interest.
I don't think you've ever posted even a single post?
No interest.
Or even a like or anything, have you?
Nah, don't really care.
You don't like shit.
I don't like it. I don't like social media. I know it has a place, but for me personally, not interested.
Yeah, well, it does its job for me.
Yeah.
It gives me a place to spew all my bullshit.
Well, it is cool, and I know, and I'm not even going to rehash all the discussion we've had over the past about Facebook and all this, but again, for a guy like you who does reviews, and a guy who's writing a book, and a guy who's part of I would say a fairly popular, because you're putting your work product out there.
Sure.
And that's a good place to put your work product. For individuals, soccer moms, dopey guys at bars, whatever, which I know you fill that role now and again.
A lot.
Who cares? I don't want to see what you're eating for breakfast. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but some people do.
I don't.
I like my numbers 14. Here's 14 things you don't know about me.
Yeah, okay.
Although I gotta admit, that's like the new craze right now, and I've not read a single one of those.
Right.
As soon as I see that, it's like, out.
There you go. Look
Next.
at Razor Fist. Neely's still living into the idea of the telegraph.
That's funny.
I just don't have any tolerance for that. I think it's a great outlet for people who are entertainers or artists, or somebody who puts something out there for mass consumption, but individual people, not so much.
Why don't you just call it the way it is, dude? You don't like people.
Well, that is true. I'll admit that.
And therefore, you're not going to like a segment that shows off what fucking idiots people are.
Right.
That's why you don't like it.
I'm into Morse code. Exactly.
That's hilarious.
Right. Well, we are live in the Classic Metal Show chat room. If you've never been in there before, it's chatandkill.com. Chatandkill.com. Just spell that out. You'll find the chat room via the Pal Talk and pop in, be a part of the show. Send us an email, request@theclassicmetalshow.com. And if you got something to say, by all means, spill it out there.
We'd love to hear from you.
Sure.
Right, Tim James?
Right. Tim James is a good part of the show. I like talking to Tim.
Okay, well, moving on.
Well, I'll tell you what. After Tim got into the groove and understands when it's time to flame out,
yeah,
he learned that. But early on, he wasn't so good at that.
No, he wasn't. Look at Philly Pat. Chris is a Facebook diva. Kind of.
Yeah, I guess a little bit.
I am. I openly admit I overuse Facebook. I don't care.
Well, whatever.
You know, I like it. I like using it.
Well, again, like I said, you have a reason to use it.
Sure. But even when I don't, I still like using it. I still like using it for dopey shit. When I'm out drinking, taking pictures of my drinks.
Yeah,
I like that too.
Your big tall beers and, silly stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. Look, people are interested in my life.
Right.
They think I'm special.
Well, speaking of being interested in your life, I guess you're going to speak a little bit about your book this evening.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit about it since it's getting to the point where it's actually going to finally come out. I know I've probably referenced it 15 times on the show, I would think, right? But it's actually done now. So, yeah, we'll talk about that. You want to talk about it now or you want to talk about it later?
No, we'll talk about it later. We'll get it when we're into the bulk of the show. We'll discuss that. I'm just doing a little preamble, open up.
Sure.
Here, let people know what's going on. Let people get settled, get their drinks in hand, and settle in for the show. But we got Eric Braverman coming up in about 25 minutes. It's a 1-year anniversary of heavy metal television.
Sure. Now, be honest, and we'll tell Eric this or we won't. How many times in the year have you watched heavy metal television?
Personally, only because of the access to it for me.
Yeah.
I don't, if let's just put it this way. If since he's not a Roku fan and he believes that everybody owns smart TVs that have apps and stuff built in already, he is not a fan of making a app for like a Roku or an Apple TV or something. So if there was an app for it, I would probably watch it on the TV. At work, can't watch it. If I'm at home, not going to pull it up on my computer and watch it on my computer.
Okay.
I do have flat panels here, but they're not smart TVs. They're 5 years old or older, so I didn't get the smart TV yet. So would I watch it? I would if I had more access to it.
Sure.
So
I have watched it probably 10 times. Mostly on my my iPad.
Okay.
I'll pull it up on my iPad and I'll watch it. But I'm with you on that because I don't have a smart TV as well. I've got Rokus. I've got Rokus in several rooms. And love my Roku. Will definitely not be getting rid of my Roku anytime soon.
Right.
But if it was on, because here's the comparison. There's 2 channels that I watch for music. On the Roku, there's the Vivo TV.
I watched that today. I was watching it just before the show tonight.
So you still watch Vivo fairly often.
I was watching Vivo today. That's my Saturday house cleaning,
right.
Just background music. Stop to watch a video now and again. I was watching more of a classic. I was kind of in a classic rock vein today, so
okay.
I was watching some Journey. Doobie Brothers,
okay.
70s, 80s rock. That's where I was at today on the Vivo.
Sure. So you're a yes for Vivo.
Oh, absolutely.
And then the other one, which I don't think I've turned you on to yet, but I need to, is the Mullet channel.
Okay.
It's called Mullet, and all it is a channel of nothing but concerts.
Nice.
And I mean hundreds of concerts, like Dokken and Journey and Accept and AC/DC and tons of the shit that we listen to.
Yeah. So do you get to pick the concert?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Well, yeah.
Yeah. You literally pull up. It's a kind of a shitty built channel. It's not built real well because and you got to sit through fucking like 3 or 4 minutes of commercials before you can get to the concert. But then when you get there, then it plays the whole concert.
Oh, well, I'll sit through 3 minutes of commercial if I could watch a 90-minute concert. Mm-hmm. Sure, why not?
And some of the stuff is really good. Like there was one that I remember back in the day, and I don't like this band very much anymore, but I loved this concert back in the day. I had it bootlegged of Bon Jovi before Slippery When Wet came out.
Okay.
And it was from Japan, when they were still trying to be a metal band.
Sure.
And it fucking smokes. And it was on the Mullet channel, so I was all about it. I was like, yes.
Nice.
Watched 90 minutes of that show, which was great.
Right.
But yeah, you would like, it's just called Mullet. I'm not sure if it's something that you can find in the, I think you have to private channel it to get it.
It's a private channel.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a private channel, but it's been on I've had it on my Roku for at least 8 months, and I watch at least one show a week.
Right. And then, of course, I like the fact that you got the real cloud player.
Oh, yeah. That's nice, huh?
Yeah, I like that.
That's been working quite well for the Suns.
Yeah, it has. I pull it up on Wednesday, and bang, there it is.
There it is, ready to go.
Nice. I like that.
Yep, that's a nice, for people that don't know, if you're a video person and you download videos a lot, but you have like a problem getting them to your TV for whatever reason because they're like a gig or a gig or two or whatever the size of it, you can get this account at Real Player, real.com, and then you can just upload the video there, and then they have a channel for your television, your phone, your iPad, whatever. So you can just load it from your computer, load it up in the background, and then whenever you go to bed or work or wherever, you just take whatever device you have with you, and you can watch whatever. It's fucking great.
Yeah, I like that.
I do too.
So I'm all caught up on the Suns, which, that I thank you for that.
Yeah. You enjoying the season or not enjoying the season?
It started out really violent.
Yeah.
And now it's sort of like...
fuck.
Yeah. So for those of you who follow the Sons of Anarchy,
mm-hmm.
So what do you think is going to happen to Tara? She walks out of that prosecutor's office with that gun, and she says, nobody can help me. So either A, she's going to go commit suicide, or B, she's going to go blow somebody away.
I'm hoping that she's going to try and kill Gemma. That's what that would make the most sense. And that's why I don't think it'll happen, because that would make the most sense. But I don't know, man. I'm hoping that Jax is gonna fucking throw a speedball in her arm like he did the other chick. Just fucking get rid of her somehow. But I don't know, man. I love the show, and I love the fact that the plot is good, but not really loving this season so much.
Mm. Well, once Clay finally gets broken out,
that's when it'll be better.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it'll spice it up a bit.
Yeah, but they only got 3 left.
Is that all?
That's it. This was episode 10.
Right.
There's only 13 in a season.
Wow. Well, I guess that's the setup for next season. Clay gets out and he starts dealing the guns.
Sure. By the way, speaking of Clay and Jackson and that, have you seen that movie, Pacific Rim?
No.
Oh, what a letdown considering how good those two are on fucking Sons of Anarchy. They're both in it.
Okay.
And they both stink. I mean, absolutely suck.
Nice.
Fucking horrible, man.
Okay.
I was so disappointed because my kid was like, oh, you're going to love Pacific Rim. You got to check it out. And I just knew it looked like fucking Transformers, so I would hate it. And he's like, oh, no, it's got the guys in it from Sons of Anarchy. So I was like, all right, I'll watch it then. It's got Jackson in it. It's got Clay. It's got to be good, right? At least decent. Fucking the worst. It's like watching, remember the Super Mario movie?
Yeah.
It was as bad as that. Fucking horse shit.
Okay.
Ugh. Clay in a pimp suit. Looked all stupid. Oh, it was bad.
Right.
So there's my review.
Nice. All right, dude. Well, I think it's time to crank up a couple of tunes before we get Mr. Braverman on the show.
All right.
Get an adult beverage in hand and get ready to rock.
All right. Sounds good to me.
So you got anything you'd like to hear, sir?
How about Son of the Morning by Death Angel from the new Death Angel record?
Let me see. Death Angel.
Do you have that one?
Well, I might have it. Hang on. Death Angel, Death Dealer. Let me look here in the old. I'll have to dig it up. I know I have it.
I'll go the other way then. How about from Robert Johnson's Tombstone, since I heard a Robert Johnson reference in the intro, you play the song Dirty Dream from Thunder.
Oh, yeah. Let me jump into the music here.
If we can't go thrash, we'll go tits and ass.
Thunder.
Yeah. Robert Johnson.
Let me see here. That's a great band, Thunder. Here we are. And Robert Johnson's Tombstone.
That would be track number 2.
There it is. And Dirty Dream, you said?
Dirty Dream.
All right, that works. I got it.
Right.
All right, well, we're going to play a few tunes. Go get yourself a drink. Come into the chat room, chatandkill.com. Eric Braverman coming up here shortly.
Cool.
And we'll be back. So here it is. This is Thunder with what, Chris?
Dirty Dream.
On your classic metal show.